I think, an opportunity to create bigger impacts. And so I'm starting to do that inside my company that I work at, outside, advising other companies and so on. My author's journey felt very much like a marathon. And like most marathons, it had three distinct parts. An inspiring start, when you start a marathon, you feel like you're on the top of the world. So an inspiring start, a messy middle, that's what I call it. And then I'm now headed to a strong finish with the launch coming up. So here I was, it was September 2020. I was giving a speech titled One More Step at a Toastmaster Club contest in California. It was based on this simple idea that when you're faced with adversities, all you have to remember is to keep taking one more step. In the audience was my dear friend, Karen Cornwell. Now, Karen, if I don't know if you know her, she was an alumni of this program. So after my speech, Karen reached out to me and said she was truly inspired and maybe I should consider writing a book. I told her at the time, I'll consider it, Karen, politely said that. But as I did my speech and gave this message across many, many more clubs, what I realized was, there were many, many more people telling me, a similar message like Karen did, which is you need to get this message out there of taking one more step. And by the end of the series of speeches I did and talking to hundreds of people, I had decided that it was time for me to try this out. I reached back out to Karen. Fast forward to January 2021, Karen introduced me to Professor Custer. And as they say, the rest is history. And I have to tell you, I could not have done this without the Creator Institute. Professor Custer is a person that I'm grateful to. I'm grateful to the NDP program and people like you, John. Candidly, without the author coaches, without the editors that were part of this program, without the structure, the accountability, I don't think I could have done it, right? So that's what my book journey has been like. And I think it's opening even more doors for me. And so looking forward to it. And this book taught me so many things. In some ways, I have to say, I don't know if I told you this, but in some instances, it felt harder than a marathon. What this book has taught me is, anything you set your mind to is possible. I will tell future book writers, it's not going to be easy, but it's doable, right? And it's really an enjoyable experience because you grow out of this experience. The one thing that this book, I think, has helped me is to grow, like learn more about myself, even more than I did on those marathons, because it takes a lot of persistence, grit, consistency, discipline, all of that to get a book done.